a little bit of target moving this afternoon. I've moved our target from the front of the shed to the back of the shed because we had to keep walking past it to get to the shed door, so I've decided to put it at the back of the shed instead. Let's just see if I can set this camera down somewhere. I've also moved the two spinners. There they are. They're now at the back of the shed. We could do with the replacement targets on them, so let's just replace those. I can get one off this sheet. Oops. Take those tacky little bits off, although it doesn't really matter. You can generally just stick one on the top. Doesn't matter whether it's horizontal or vertical or not. There we go. There's a new one on the bottom. Let's face it, we're going to shoot the SH1T out of them anyway, so just leave that there. For some reason he decided it's no longer going to hang vertical, it's going to hang at an angle, like so. But still spins. If we hit it, the backstop now is the fencing. While I'm here, I'll just show you my backstop, just to the left here. What I've got here is that black matting at the back is actually a 12mm thick sheet of neoprene high density rubber, which you can almost shoot at point blank range and you'll be lucky if the pellet goes through it. And in front of that I have jute matting. These are jute floor mats bought from the local hardware store. 2 letters to the name, 1 and 1. So I've got one of those folded in half and that goes on the front. And in front of that I have another one folded in half and that goes in front of that. So when I peg the targets onto that, not only does that completely mute the sound, the neoprene rubber ensures that no pellets go through and no ricochets occur. So there's a little bit of an insight into my backstop and my target point. Right then, I've set up my usual cameras just so you can see what my setup is. Many of you know that not long ago I shot 2 holes in my expensive head-on camera and there are the marks. But as you can see, it is still recording. The sound is dreadful because I hit the microphone control circuit board, but what I've done in its place now is I now have a Zoom H1 sound recorder which works perfectly okay, and it means I can record the sound using that and replace the sound from the head-on camera. To the left here I have another angular camera, little Canon camera. The modification on the front there is so I can attach it to my scope if I need to and record sniper cam footage or scope cam footage, whichever you want to call it. And as you can see, that one is recording the side of the screen. So I usually have a head-on camera and an angular camera, and that's basically my setup. I'm not going to do any shooting in this video, but I just thought I'd like you to see how I set up my shots. Thanks for watching. Here's that same camera attached to my Walther Rotex RM8. Got it on the back of my Hawk 6-24x50 scope, and if we just move around the back here, you can see it's recording, or you can see the image. There we go. Okay, at the moment it's looking at the bottom of the garden. It's looking at some foliage, but we can zoom out, we can zoom in. To get this into focus, you just have to slide the camera forwards or backwards on the scope, and you've then got yourself a scope cam. Yep. It will pan around. Unfortunately, the problem at the moment is that the parallax on the scope is set at 25 meters, and I'm looking at something about 10 meters away, which is why it's blurred, but you kind of get the idea.